Hello, welcome back to Trailer Trash. You think the month of October, it's all over, so there goes all the spooky trailers. But you'd be wrong, apparently. Maybe. Maybe it's not a scary movie, but it's a trailer for a movie called Apocalypse Z, or Apocalypse Z, if you're anywhere but America. Already, just it's a zombie movie. If you didn't catch on, really dark all of a sudden. Well, also with this guy's hair, just generally how he looks reminds me of 28 Days Later. Is this is this like the same studio or some kind of thing? Because that'd be cool. That 28 Days Later is unique for the fact that it was fresh as a zombie film, regardless of the fact that they had already kind of started becoming, I think, or maybe it was while it was big. Zombie stuff has become very blah, but apparently we're trying to bring it back. But 28 Days Later was still a great film, whether or not you like zombie movies. And I think that's what sets a good zombie film apart from all that other stuff that came out in that general time period is if you could take the zombies out and it's still an interesting movie, which, yeah, I think it was. Even though it still kind of falls under the same idea of like it's society itself, society at large, people trying to survive are the real danger, not the zombies themselves. I know people complained about that with The Walking Dead, but I'm just like, that's every zombie flick. So yeah, any new outpost or colony encampment they come across, yeah, there's something bad's gonna go down because that's the formula. So let's see what this one does.
In the past 24 hours, a new variant of the TSJ virus has emerged, putting European authorities in a
The cat has it.
very difficult situation. It's been confirmed that the mode of transmission is through blood contact.
They're organizing safe zones to relocate the entire population.
Your first plane trip.
The greater a population, the greater the number of infections.
Prepare to be evacuated to the nearest safe zone.
There's nothing to see here, folks.
Please, no matter what you hear, stay put.
Move away and keep walking, sir.
Do you hear me? No matter what.
That's I kind of like this. It's not a post-apocalypse. It's kind of as it's going on, which gives me a lot of vibes of the Spielberg War of the Worlds film, which I've talked about at length in this series, I'm pretty sure, because that movie legitimately creeped me out because it was more about people reacting and panicking, and kind of what I was saying about in zombie films, people are more dangerous than zombies, or you have to watch out for them just as much as zombies. And yeah, in War of the Worlds, it was very much less about an alien invasion and more about what the population at large is doing to try to survive and how dangerous that is being in the middle of that. So that's kind of neat. That gives me hardcore anxiety, so probably could freak me out.
Prepare to be evacuated.
I think of all those people and I wonder what could happen if there's another outbreak. I thought that we were going to have all the time in the world. Victor, tell me the truth. Are we prisoners? Stop asking questions.
Is this another foreign film? That didn't look like it synced up at all. Synced up? It didn't sync. It didn't sync it. Yeah, synced up. Pretty sure. Also, they're rage zombies. That's another interesting correlation between 28 Days Later. And I think what made that movie, again, one of the things that set it apart was, they were rage zombies. They weren't slow and lumbering. They ran at you and were actually kind of threatening if you weren't paying attention. I think, didn't Zombieland do that too? It was weird how after that movie came out, there's no differentiation. Just zombie is either, a lumbering Walking Dead kind of thing, or the kind that will run at you, sort of deal.
I thought that we were going to have all the time in the world. Victor, tell me the truth. Are we prisoners? Stop asking questions.
Is he in the middle of scuba diving? Like what? It's an unfortunate thing to be stuck in during a zombie apocalypse. At least he had the harpoon gun. Or maybe, here's the theory. He wasn't in the middle of scuba diving, but he's, one of those guys in zombie stories, zombie media nowadays, who knows about zombie movies and zombie media, so just kind of has all the ins and outs and facts about zombies, right? How many times can I say zombie in this video? And so the only weapon he probably had was a harpoon gun because he snorkels or something, because that's what you do when you snorkel. Anyway, but he also has a wetsuit, and it's like, well, you can't grab a wetsuit very easily. So decks out in zombie, survival gear, wears a wetsuit, so nothing can grab him. Though if that was the case, why not shave your head too? I think that would be kind of important, but whatever.
It is never going to end.
Yeah, zombie movie, zombie apocalypse. Didn't really see much that would make it stand out from all your other typical zombie apocalypses movies, unless you're just a huge fan of them and want more. Which, if you lived through the 2010s, early 2000s, late 2000s, early 2010s, I'm pretty sure you had your fill. I think everybody had their fill back then, but do not kill the cat. Well, as the Hollywood Bible would tell you, you save the cat. Yeah. But then right next to that, please don't kill the cat. I just want this whole comment section to just be just one track. Just everybody just has one thing to say about this movie. Nothing else. No other input. Just you introduce a cat in an apocalypse movie. Gotta let it live. The cat saves the day with its protective saliva. I'm getting deja vu. Is that a similar idea for a movie? Was it what was the one where you can't make a noise? I'm pretty sure it's obvious what the title of those are, but there's like a prequel to that came out. And wasn't there a similar joke either in the comments section or somewhere? So the cat from The Quiet Place, Day One. That was it. It was just another apocalypse movie with a cat. I don't read these ahead of time. That's so fucking weird. Survived and is now stuck in a zombie apocalypse. Damn, that puss is unlucky. I'm immature. Looks very decent. They be farting. That's to be fair, I think. TBH, that looks good. Oh, TBF and a TBH. That's something else. Oh boy, more zombies. Because vampires in halter tops and werewolves in leather jackets didn't get boring or anything. Is that a Twilight reference? What year is this? Is that still going? It's been a while since I've seen a vampire in a halter top or a werewolf in leather. Yeah. Is this connected to Ward Z even? Actually didn't really think about it. It says based on a book, right? And World War Z was a book that they completely butchered with a film. Zombie Survival Guide is also, I think, the same author. So yeah, maybe they wrote another one. They're like, oh great, Hollywood fucked over this perfectly good book I wrote, so I'm just gonna write a new one. Here we are again. Never learned our lesson. I hope this is not a comedy zombie movie. Am sick of those type of zombie movies. I need real zombie movie like Resident Evil. Wait a second. Wait. Okay, it doesn't look like a comedy for one. If it is a comedy, this trailer failed all of us and should feel bad for what it's done. I don't know where I was going with that. But a real zombie movie like Resident Evil. Dude, what? Those movies are terrible. Please don't tell me that's your standard for zombie movies. That's the worst. The worst type of zombie movie. The games are great, don't get me wrong, but the movies? Really? Oh, here we go. Please unalive the cat. Because in the comments section, we can't say kill. Or at least this person has some sort of mental disorder. So there you go. We got 2 for don't, 1 for do. I haven't really been keeping track, but that's just the ones I've decided to read out loud. Zombies, again. Werewolves, again. Vampires, again. Shit, what subject could we innovate? I've got an idea. How long since the last Godzilla movie? The fuck is that thing? Yeah, not an original argument, but yeah, I can see where you're going with from this. I think the problem is, though, with this, this statement, is that those are what's popular. Those are what's big in Western civilization. So what else could you do, right? Yeah, anything you aliens, yeah, been done for sure. Leprechauns, nah, those have been done. Wendigos, maybe. Can't think of a Wendigo movie I've seen. Skinwalkers, even get into like the Native American territory of monsters. That would be interesting. But yeah, no, it's just zombies, werewolves, and vampires are kind of the sure thing. They've enveloped pop culture, or they've been enveloped by pop culture, whatever. So yeah, you're just gonna get a lot of that. So it's interesting. You get a lot of complaints about, like, the person who I think was referencing Twilight for some reason. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of that because that's just the thing. I am sure that I am in the minority here, but I hate running zombies. At least actual real zombies. ... People that have died and then come back to life. I don't like voodoo zombies. I don't know any real stories about that, so couldn't tell you. Are there actual reports of that being a thing, and do they only move slow? I mean, it makes sense that they would move slow, right? I don't understand how they actually can run. Now, if it's more like the Rage virus in 28 days and 28 months later, that is different. I don't know much of anything about the books, but if this is a actual virus versus people dying and then coming back to life, that I can absolutely get into the running infected aspect. What? Yeah, I think I only read Zombie Survival Guide. I didn't read the Zombie World War Z one. I think they are slow zombies in Zombie Survival Guide. But no, I think in World War Z, though, aren't they fast? Yeah, they're fast in World War Z, so yeah, that's interesting. It's so strange how there's, like, again, 2 different types, and there's no distinction whatsoever. Like, I don't know if I dislike them or hate them, according to this commenter, but I think, yeah, you need more of a distinction between the two. Like, it's a zombie movie, but what kind of zombie? Romero zombie or 28 Days Later zombie? Because I think those were the ones that came up with those types first. Or at least, Romero zombies were based on, again, the voodoo, I think, concept. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about. All I know is when I want to see a zombie movie, I want it to be like my Resident Evil 4s, where you shoot them in the head and then a bug explodes out of their neck. Because that's fucking cool. Yeah. Till next time.